I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hold a lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretched the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jagger. So time war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that piper. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain frame. Shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you will never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody won't be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow son, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
All right. Clap it up. All right, it's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA. It is Monday, the history breakdown class, where we break it down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, using external references to back up and support internally what is inside of the Bible. We are going to pick up where we left off, finishing off who and what is the devil a part of. I think we're on the 11th part of the series, breaking down the difference between Satan, the devil, and Lucifer. Before we get started, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you're on Facebook, go ahead and share the class if you could. If you are on Kick, go ahead and like the stream. And if you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the chat, right? We will get to them amicably, and as your boy T.I. says, expeditiously. You know what I'm saying? Sapar, I think you said you had a question, right? What you got? You got the other mic? Satan, Satan, the devil, and Lucifer. I think it's part 11. Go ahead.
So I get a general breakdown. I believe I got one before. It's kind of rusty on Proverbs, chapter 11, verses 1 and 2. You get a general breakdown.
Proverbs 11. All right. Let's go there. You said what? Okay. All right. No sweat. You said Proverbs. What book, brother? I mean, Proverbs chapter what?
Proverbs chapter 11, verses 1 and 2.
Proverbs chapter 11, verses 1 and 2. All right. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
And mostly general breakdown, but can you give the context on a false balance?
Okay, no sweat. Couple of precepts. Let's go to Leviticus 19 and 35. You're gonna read the 36. Here, let me go there with you. Let's see, Leviticus chapter 19. Let's see if that's exactly what I know it's 35 and 36. Start at yeah, you start at 35. You're gonna read the 37.
There's a book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 35.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness.
You shall do what?
Ye shall do no unrighteousness.
So the first thing that you have to understand about a false balance, the reason why it says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, because it's unrighteous. You know what I'm saying? Like, to do a false balance in anything, first thing that comes to mind is what? A lie, right? So it says, ye shall do no unrighteousness. Keep reading.
In judgment.
In what?
In judgment.
In what?
In judgment.
Right? So when you're measuring things like as a weight, man, where's that? We used to have a scale up here. I think it's in the back. We used to have like a little scale. No, not one of them old ones, like the little justice scale.
Oh, okay, justice scale.
Right? So when you're measuring things, the judgment has to be equal. You can't give someone a judgment that does not equate to the sacrifice, right? You can't give someone a judgment that isn't equal to the crime, right? You can't give someone a judgment that isn't equal to what's been observed, right? That would be considered unrighteous. It's not balanced. It's unequal, right? Keep reading.
Come on. No unrighteousness in judgment.
Mm-hmm.
In metayard.
In what?
In metayard.
In what?
Metayard.
You know what a metayard is?
So like, is that a measuring?
Yes, it
device?
is a unit of measurement. The Strong's Concordance word is madah. Strong's Concordance number H4060, which means measure, measurement, a stature, size, a garment, measure, active measurement, measured portion, extent, a garment, or a tribute, right? Keep reading.
Come on. In weight.
In what?
In weight.
In what?
In weight.
Mm-hmm.
Or in measure.
Right? So it's saying, ye shall do no unrighteous in judgment, in weight, or in measure. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 36. just balances, just weights,
Mm-hmm.
a just ephod,
Adjust what?
ephod,
Adjust what?
ephod.
All right. Do you know what an ephah is? In the Hebrew, it's a pa or I.S.U.P.K. Strong's Concordance number H374. Do you know what an ephah is? Not to be confused with a ephod, which is a the breastplate of a Levitical priest,
Right.
but a ephah.
Ephod. Isn't that a? It's like, is it something dealing with measurements as well?
Yes, sir. Get that brother a hand. Get that brother a hand. It is a dry measurement quantity equal to 3 C's or 10 ohmers, the same as the liquid measure bath, about 9 imperial gallons or 40 liters. Rabbinical writings give sizes on 1/2 this amount. The receptacle of measuring or holding that amount. All right. So it says a just balance, just weight, a just ephah. Keep reading.
And a just hin
Mm-hmm.
shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt.
And what book is this in?
This is the book of Leviticus,
So, and we know the book of Leviticus is what?
the Torah.
It's the Torah, right? Is where majority of the law is, right? Now go to Deuteronomy 25 and 13. When you got it, go ahead and read it.
According to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 13. Thou shalt not have in thy bag diverse weights.
What?
Diverse weights.
What?
Diverse weights.
Why does it say you shall not have in your bag diverse weights? It should be what?
It should be standard, the standard weights.
Like prime example. You ever roll dice? You ever play craps before? Okay. One y'all might be able to help, but one y'all you ever roll dice before? You ever play craps before? How can you tell when dice are loaded? When you pick them up, how can you tell when dice are loaded? Like loaded, like you. So we know if somebody got loaded dice, you know, every time they roll, they either come up, yeah.
I'm not sure. I mean, they usually fix them.
Right. So if you rolling with loaded dice 9 times out of 10, and you roll dice on the regular, you know how dice feel in your hand. You know the common weight of dice in your hand.
You got them wait.
It feels off. It feels different, right? And when you throw those dice, and with most people that do fix dice games, what they'll do is they'll roll, and especially if it's their game, they'll have 2 different type of dice. You understand? That's the same color, right? But if you've been rolling them dice, when it's your turn to roll and you pick up them loaded die and you've been rolling all night, the weight gonna feel off in your hand, right? It's a diverse weight. So when you throw that dice, it's either gonna lean to roll a 7 or 11, or it's gonna lean to roll snake eyes to crap you out, right? So everything should be the same weight, right? It shouldn't be a diverse weight for corn, and a diverse and a different weight for barley, right? They should all be measured upon the same weight. Okay, for an ephah, you put that ephah on there, or half an ephah, and you just keep putting barley on there until it measures out with that weight, and whatever amount of barley or corn or wheat that is, that's how much you have to give for an ephah, right? That's just how it goes. But if you doing, say for instance, you got a weight up there that's half, this is really half an ephah, but you put a whole ephah, which is a gallon, right? And you got people putting stuff on there, and you got that gallon ephah mislabeled as a half an ephah, then you cheating. You trying to get more out of that person, you're being greedy, right? So the scriptures already said to have just weights in all measurement, and then we have it right here where it also is saying to not have diverse weights, right? Keep reading.
Come. Verse 14. Thou shalt not have in thine house diverse measures, a great and a small.
Verse 15.
But thou shalt have a perfect.
Have a what?
But have a perfect.
Have a what?
A perfect and just weight. A perfect and just measure shall thou have, that thy days may be lengthened in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Now, common sense would tell you, that sounds great, but the practical side of the scripture is the reason why it's saying that your days may be lengthened in the days of the Lord, the land of the Lord. What's gonna happen when somebody find out you cheat them out their money? What happens when you tell somebody that this is 14 karat gold and 10 karat VVS stones, and they find out that it's 10 karat gold and this is really 1 karat, and it's not even a VVS. You know what I'm saying? It's a SI diamond or what's the man-made diamond? It's a moissanite diamond. They charge you the rate of what 14 karat and what these 10 karat VVSs go for, and you pay 40 bands for it, and you find out that it's 10 karat and it's moissanite when you really should have paid maybe 3 bands for it. What you think gonna happen?
It's gonna be a form of retaliation.
Yeah, brother, your days is not gonna be long in the land of the Lord, brother. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know the type of people that I know that be going up in Johnny Dane's spot, your day is not gonna be long upon this earth. I promise you that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm gonna give you a couple more precepts. Go to Proverbs 20 and 10. So make sure you write all of these precepts down for an unjust balance. Let me go there with your Proverbs chapter 20 and 10. And you're also going to drop down to verse 23, but start at verse 10. Well, start at verse 9.
Verse 9. Come, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 9. Who can say, I have made my heart clean? I am pure from my sin. Diverse weights and diverse measures, both of them are like abomination to the Lord. Even a child is known by his doings.
Is known by his what?
By his doings.
By his what?
By his doings.
So it's likening the unjust weight or balance to your doings, to your works, right? So in everything, don't try and get over. Just do the right thing. Like I tell people all the time, I had a conversation with the sister that called for counsel on a business matter. You know what I'm saying? And the situation was, okay, I'm selling, my product for this amount, right? But the person that's purchasing my product, they're 3Xing my product and selling it in their stores. and she was like, you know, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I should sell to him. I was like, what does it matter to you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You set your just weight for what you think that your product is worth. What does it matter if they double up to make money on the money they spend on your product? That's no different from when these corner stores, you go to the corner store and you buy, you know, Snickers, Reese's, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If you was wise, you would go to Sam's, you would go to Costco, and you would just buy a case of them, because that's what the corner store does. Right? So let's say a case of Snickers will probably cost you, I don't know, $15, right? And in that case, it's probably 40 Snickers bars, right? And they're gonna charge you, I think a Snickers now, it ain't $1 no more. I think it's like $2.50 for the small ones. We ain't talking about the king size, the small ones, right? So let's say that they spent what I say, 15. Yeah, I say it spent $15 for a case of them. Okay, now they gonna charge you $2.50 for one Snicker, and it's 40 Snickers in the case, right? So let's do the math. They paid $15. It's 40 Snickers in the case. Multiply that times 40 times $2.50. They done made $100 minus the 15. They done made $85 per case that they move off of convenience. Snickers don't give a damn if you buy a case or if you buy one, as long as they make their bottom line, because they're not moving single products anymore. They're selling them by cases, right? So as long as they meet their product, they margin, you know what I'm saying? They don't care what's going on out there. They don't care if they $2.50 in the vending machine, $3 in the vending machine. They don't care what the prices is in the store. If you foolish enough to pay that price for the convenience, that's on you, right? So that's what it's talking about, to be fair, right? To be just, to be righteous in all things. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing.
Right.
If you doing this and this is your fair wage, like prime example, when you go and you apply for a job, right? You know what I'm saying? They say, well, this job pays from $17.50 to $25 an hour, right? And you accept $18 an hour, but somebody else that's doing the same job as you, they getting paid $25. This is what you accepted. You understand? So this is what's fair and just to you, and you can't be looking at the next man, well, he getting 25, right? This is your fair and just wage. So you can't be trying to do shortcuts and stuff like this or whatever to try and make up to get the 25 that he's getting that you didn't get. Life isn't fair, but what you negotiate is fair.
Right.
So whatever your price is, that is your price, and you be consistent in that. You know what I'm saying? Gain is not godliness. So this is what it's talking about when it's saying have a fair and a just balance, right? Drop down to verse, I think it's 23. Yeah, 23 in the same chapter.
Kanamakan, it's the book of Proverbs.
Start at 22.
20. It's a book of Proverbs, chapter 20 and verse 22.
Mm-hmm.
Say not thou, I will recompense evil.
Say it again.
Say not thou, I will recompense evil.
This is what it's talking about, right? So just because somebody else is moving with an unjust balance, that doesn't mean that you repay unjust balance. He schemed me out of a bill, no sweat. When it come back around, it's time for him to re-up for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a throw some shake in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm using drug dealer terms so you can, because for people so they can understand what I'm saying, right? So I'm gonna throw shake in there and I'm gonna compress that shake to make it look like it's what he's paying, but it's not. It's an unjust balance. It's because I'm gonna try and get him the way he got me.
Right.
That's that. You can't render evil for evil, right? Keep go. Hold on. What you got? The one y'all.
That is heavy what you're saying, because in the I don't know about the cocaine deal or whatever, but the weed deal, the way they used to do it,
Same thing.
right? Yeah, they would put nickels and pennies inside the inside of the compression, and that weighs more, and you thought you was getting more. Every penny counts, as they say.
Real
and
talk.
they add the pounds, and you think it's more when you're really getting less.
Real talk. Or they'll get some hay, you know what I'm saying, or some hash, and they'll mix it in to cut it. You don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you are selling a product and you say that it's 100% cotton, right? Why would you try and mix polyester blend in there to spread out your cotton to make more money? That's an unjust way. Go ahead, one y'all.
The water. So I had the verses for that. I didn't know if you were going to pull those.
Okay, wait. Let them finish this, and then we'll pull those.
Gotcha.
Go ahead, Sapar.
But wait on the Lord.
But what?
But wait on the Lord.
Listen, I understand it seems like the people in the world are winning, and you constantly taking L's. They going to the French Riviera, they going to Bali, they going to Cancun, they going to Cabo, they going to Belize, passport bros out in Brazil, and you struggling to pay bills, right? But the way they're winning unjustly. They're scheming to win. A lot of these people that be out here, that's why I always say that social media is evil, because social media, the whole ideology of social media is about envy, right? If you remember the movie Social Network, which was about Mark Zuckerberg's creation of Facebook, the whole idea of Facebook, how it started, was kind of what Tinder is. You know what I'm saying? If you like this person, swipe right. If you don't like the person, swipe left, right? And then it went from that to creating a profile. So now you're judging your profile based off of someone else's profile, right? Instead of just creating your profile, letting your profile stand on what it stands. That's why you see so much copycat content out here. Oh, this person's going viral doing this type of content. I'm going to do this type of content. So there's no original content out there. Same thing in the music industry. Oh, they got this type of sound. Let me find out what producer did that sound. That's why Pharrell was so big. That's why Timbaland was so big, because they saw that this is the cookie cutter print or recipe for success. So I'm going to mimic that. So if everyone is mimicking evil recipes for success, that's okay. You wait on the Lord, right? Keep reading.
Come, and he shall save thee.
He shall do what?
And he shall save thee.
Verse 23.
Diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord.
Scammers are an abomination to the Lord. Liars are an abomination to the Lord. Schemers are an abomination to the Lord. Backbiters are an abomination to the Lord. These are all people that are unjust weights that stack the deck against other people so that they can win, because if it was on a level playing field, they wouldn't have a chance. Right? That is why the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Right? You about to say something, Sapar?
So like I was gonna say, so that means the whole nation of Edom is like that.
You goddamn right. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. I'm gonna give you one more precept, and then one y'all got some precepts for you. Let's go to Micah. Chapter 6. Let's see. I know what I want is in 11. Let's see if I need to start a little bit up. Let's see. City in the man. Start at verse 10.
Chapter 11.
Micah chapter 6, verse 10. And if anybody has any questions, whether they're on topic or off topic, just type them in the chat and we'll get to them. Go ahead, Sapar.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 6 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
Are there yet the treasures of wickedness
Mm-hmm.
in the house of the wicked,
Mm-hmm.
and the scant measure that is abomination?
The what measure?
The scant.
The what?
The scant.
What does scant mean?
It's like I never heard that term before.
It sounds like a word you have heard before. Scant, skimp.
Scant.
Mm-hmm. What does skimp mean?
A skimp mean like it's small. It's a small amount of something.
Right. That's what scant means. Scant means leanness. The Hebrew word is razawan. Strong's Concordance number H7332, which means leanness, wasting, scantiness of measure, or wasting as of disease, right? So it says, are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of wickedness in scant? Keep reading.
Measure that is abominable.
Right. So they're making it seem like it's a lot, but it's really, really little. Right. They're making their money off of robbing people. They're telling people that it's this value, that it's the value of 14 karat, but it's fool's gold. Is it? Right? They telling you that it's 100% pure, but they selling you nothing but fish scale. Right? You might be, you know what fish scale is?
A fish scale.
Fish scale. This drug dealer talk. So fish scale was a powder substance, right? That they would mix cocaine with to stretch out the cocaine that they were buying. So they would be able to turn one brick into 2 or 3 bricks. This began the beginning of stepped on product. Stepped on product means that you're mixing a whole bunch of things in there to stretch it and thin it out. The original thing that they used was fish scale because it was white. It was just as white, and it was very powdery, like powdered sugar, right? And they would bust down all of the cocaine, and they would compress it down with fish scale. They would turn one kilo into 2 kilos, 2 kilos into 4, or 1 kilo into 3, right? So this is what the treasure of the house of wickedness is built on. It's built on scant. And it's been like that since antiquity, right? Everybody's trying to find a way to get more for little, right? Keep reading.
Verse 11. Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and with the bag of deceitful weights?
Right. So how can I count them or how can I consider their product good
when it's scant?
When it's scant. It's barely enough. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to sell me. You telling me that you're gonna sell me an ounce of silver or gold, and I purchase it online. I purchase an ounce bar online, and you send me an ounce of silver or gold dust. Right? The minute I open that box, if I got the AC blowing and it blow, I don't got an ounce. Or if it wasn't packaged properly, you know, you can say, well, I sent an ounce of dust. I don't know what happened to it. Right? But I paid you for a bar. Right? That's called scant. Right? Keep reading.
Come, verse 12. For the rich men thereof are full of violence.
Are full of what?
Are full of violence.
Are full of what?
Are full of violence.
You want to know why they're full of violence? Because they're full of false balances. Because there would be no need for rich men to be violent towards one another if they were doing fair business. There's no need for us to be violent. What man is violent when he pays a fair wage for something? Actually, if he feels like he got a deal on something, he feels pretty good. Right. He feel like he won. He go home feeling like a king, feeling like a champion. Right. But the only reason why rich men are full of violence is because they're constantly scheming and plotting against one another with scant. Keep reading.
Come. And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, and their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
Verse 13.
Therefore, I will make thee sick in smiting thee.
In smiting.
It's like in smiting thee. In making thee desolate because of thy sin.
Because of thy what?
Because of thy sins.
Now, before Awan y'all pull these other precepts out that you should write down, because I know which ones he going to. You know what I'm saying? You know, you know the men that labor amongst thee, right? I want to share something, right? There are 4 things that are the downfall of all men: drugs, women, alcohol, and gambling. These are the 4 things that are the downfall of men. I'm going to say it again. Drugs, women, alcohol, and gambling. These things are all the downfall of men. And what's crazy about it is, in all 4 of these things, you get scant. You get scant in drugs. Violence is there. You get scant with women, because you can get a scanty woman, a woman that's extremely light. Actually, scripture says for you not to marry a light woman. That's in the Bible. Right? Yeah. It's scant in liquor. All liquor is not created equally. A brother tried to give me some secrets earlier. You know what I'm saying? So like it. But and then there is scant with gambling. Gambling is all about scanting, right? I don't care if you're doing DraftKings, you betting on the parlay. I don't care if what else? I don't care if you at the casino, you doing blackjack, you doing baccarat. I don't care if you doing craps. You know what I'm saying? I don't even care if you playing dominoes, if you playing spades. What is the rule of the casino? It's only one rule in the casino. Somebody tell me. Go ahead, one y'all.
The casino always wins.
The house always wins. Why does it say the house always wins? Somebody blow my mind. Go ahead, Sapar. Let me see if you can tie it in.
Because the casino, the nature is scant.
It's scant, brother.
False balance.
It's a false balance. They literally have machines programmed for a false balance. You know what I'm saying? They have machines like you'll be at the blackjack table. They have new machines at the blackjack table, the baccarat table, and like the poker tables. It'll have a machine with a computer behind you, and it'll tell you the percentages, right? So, okay, if I don't know, a jack of hearts is played, the percentage will change up there, right? But it's been proven that a brother he ain't a brother, he a devil. You know what I'm saying? Mickey, you know, he's a famous gambler. He was playing baccarat, and he played a hand, and he knows what the hand was, but the percentage didn't change up there, and he caught the house cheating, and they kicked him out of the casino. Told him he can't come there and gamble anymore. It's because the house is built on an unjust balance. That is why it says that an unjust balance is an abomination to the Lord. If we gonna play, let's play head up. Go ahead. Oh, and right after you give your point, go ahead and drop them scriptures.
Just real quick, and it's so unbalanced and so crooked because if somebody visits just happens just win because they won, they'll hold meetings and pull back the cameras.
Oh yeah,
to see if this person needs to be fired or not because they won, and they'll get on them and tell you if they win again, you could get fired.
Oh yeah, you can't have too many winners. You know what I'm saying? You like, and then if you winning too much, right? They'll roll the cameras back and they'll beat you before you get to the cage, and they'll tell the cage not to pay you out. Right? Yeah. And then they'll ban you from the casino and won't give you your winnings, even though you won. Keep reading. Read what you got.
This is Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Say that one more time.
Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Why is that? Go ahead.
Okay.
No, yeah.
Okay.
So the question is, why does the scripture say that you will not let your cattle? Did it say mate with a diverse kind? What did it say?
Let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
So mate with a diverse kind, right? So you're not gonna let your pit bull gender with a Labrador. Right. You're not gonna let your King Corso gender with a Rottweiler. Right. You understand? Because it's an unjust balance, right? That's why people that sell dogs, the first thing they ask for is, let me see that tongue. You telling me that's a pit bull? I don't look like no pit bull. You know what I'm saying? I see paperwork that say it's a pit bull, but that face don't look like it's all pit bull. Let me see that tongue. You know, and you come in there with, depending on what type of kennels you're dealing with. I know some kennels in the hood. You try and come in there with some false paperwork, and they see it's that tongue. Because, you know, when you dealing with, you know, upper echelon of dogs, you talking about 5,000-10,000. Like a Frenchie, a pure blood Frenchie is 5K. Right. You know what I'm saying? A King Corso, depending on the breed, is 10,000. Right? You come in there talking about it's a baby King Corso, but it's really a Great Dane, you might get shot. Because the first thing he's gonna do, let me see that tongue. What line does it come from? He's gonna check his paws. You know, his paws look kind of small for it to be a King Corso, and it's a pup. Them paws supposed to be huge. Right? Someone who had a hand up. Go ahead, Sapar.
And so, like, if I may say, it's kind of remind me, like, in this, like, the word skint was Laban and Jacob when they was trading the cattle with the ones with the spots, and it the cattle with no blemish? Was that kind of a scanty
Oh
situation?
yeah. Laban was trying to get over on him because Laban knew as long as Jacob lived under his household, that his household would be blessed. Right. That's why after 7 years, because I mean, he's like, okay, you want my daughter, work for me for 7 years. During them 7 years, he noticed that his household flourished. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why he slid Leah in there instead of Rachel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, what is this? What have you done to me? You've given me a woman that I did not work for. Give me my wife. And he's like, well, it is not our custom to give the younger before the older. But here, take your wife as well. You just gonna work 7 more years for me for free. That's called being scant. That is an unjust balance. And the Lord cursed Laban for it because right before Jacob was about to leave, Laban's son was saying that all of our wealth is with Jacob because the flock that he gave, the speckled flock, started giving birth to pure blood flock. Right. Then he separated the pure bloods from the speckled in his flock, and he started mating them. And his flock grew greater than Laban's flock, which is why when Jacob left, he pursued him. Because like his son said, he took all the wealth of his house with him. The house didn't win. But that's what happens. That's why it said when we read in Proverbs to wait on the Lord. He knows that your supervisor is messing over you at your job. Right. You know what I'm saying? He knows that your partner and your friends is stealing from you. But just wait on the Lord. Because what he will do for you at the time that he's going to do it for you, he's going to separate you from them. Because sometimes those things have to happen so the evil or the man of sin is revealed. Right? So that's why he's saying that an unjust balance is an abomination to the Lord. You have some more on that, YAHANNA? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not sow thy seed with mingled seed.
With what?
Mingled seed.
Right? That's why you're not supposed to. That's why, and that goes all the way to us, not just with cattle, with us. Right. That's why he told us not to mix with no other nation. Right. Because it dwindles down the stock of Israel. Right. Right? You know, Arabs don't want to give their daughters to nobody that's not of their culture, not of their land, not of their nation. Right. East Indians don't want to give their daughters and their sons to nobody that's not of their culture, not of their land, not of their nation. The Chinese, the Japanese don't want to give not only to not nobody that's of their land, of their culture, of their nation, they don't want to give their daughters or their sons to someone that's beneath their stature. We're the only people that say it don't matter who you love. That's bullshit. Right. Right. You understand? Right. Your status in life is directly equivalent to who you love. Right. It has always been that way. That's why back in the 60s and in the 50s and in the 70s, they had a term that's called marrying up. Right. You understand? Right. So that your line won't experience the poverty that you went to. So your parents would sacrifice, scrape pennies to send you to, well, we wouldn't call them, we didn't have Ivy League schools, you know what I'm saying? We had tier 1 schools, so that would be Brown, Fisk, Howard, you understand, where they had the boule, you know what I'm saying? And the creme de la creme of our culture, you understand, they would scrape and sacrifice to send you to a tier 1 school. Right. So you'd have a shot at marrying up. It's where the term keeping up with the Joneses came from. Right. Right? Okay. You got some more on that?
Yeah, I went to Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 11, because
go ahead.
For saying the same thing. Very misunderstood verse. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts. as of woolen and linen together.
That's it. Because as it says in the verse that you asked for clarification on in Proverbs 11:1, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Right. But a just weight is a delight. Don't tell me it's 100% cotton and it's 70% cotton and 20% polyester. You understand? It don't even feel the same. It feels different. It feels cheap. Right? Go ahead, one, y'all.
Yeah, just real quick. I was looking at Captain Tazariak go against the Jewish guy on Jake Shield show.
Yeah.
And Captain Tazariak said, well, let me teach you, let me school you right now, because a lot of people take the misinterpretation of that, saying that, you know, we shouldn't wear different ones, but this verse, this law is for the merchants.
Right.
You know, and letting them know exactly what you said. Don't say it's a 100% cotton and it's got cotton and polyester mixed in it, or silk and it's got another, you know.
That's what it's talking about.
Right.
Mixed fabric.
Right. Exactly.
It's not talking. It's not saying that you can't, you know, if you saying that it's 70-30 cotton polyester, set it to me at the price of 70-30 polyester. That's a just balance. The unjust balance is 70-30 polyester, and you telling me it's 100% Egyptian cotton. Right. Brother, listen. It ain't breathing that way. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Sapar.
So from that standpoint, like that law that y'all just brung out, it's not necessarily you can't wear it. It's coming from the a merchant point of view, or as in selling it, as in the advertisement of
right.
it.
So that's also why Captain Azariah and General Hyman and Commanding General YAHANNA, all the captains, you know what I'm saying, and all the generals, they say the same thing, right? About, you know, we don't say it's 613 laws, right? Because there are certain laws that don't apply to you. If you're not a merchant, that law doesn't apply to you, right? Like this sister, she's not unclean when seed flows out of her, because seed doesn't flow out of her. That law doesn't apply to her. You're not unclean for 7 days because of an issue of blood. You don't have an issue of blood. You don't have a monthly cycle. So that law doesn't apply to you, right? You're not unclean for 90 days if you have a girl, or a month if you have a boy, because you don't give birth. So that law doesn't apply to you, right? This is what we talk about, the spirit of the law. The Jewish man will have you say, we got to keep all 613 laws. Well, that's impossible if you're a man and that's a woman. That's impossible if you're not a farmer and I'm a farmer. There are laws that pertain to me that don't pertain to you. There are laws that if I'm a merchant that pertain to me that don't pertain to you. There's different laws for a heathen that dwells amongst us versus an Israelite. I can't sell you an animal that dies amongst itself, but I can do it to a heathen,
right? Somebody
that's not of our nation. Go ahead, one y'all.
And just real quick, they have laws in Leviticus as far as like morality laws. You know, don't sleep with your father, your mother. Well, what if your auntie, your mother, your sister, they're not here no more? Like those laws don't apply. There's no way you can keep those.
Right.
You know, things like that. Right.
Right. So these are things that take wisdom to understand. Right. So when it says a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight, it's basically that is the merchant's way of saying love thy neighbor as thyself, or brotherhood is a weapon, right? And then verse 2, when it says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Going back to what we pulled in Proverbs 20, wait on the Lord. If they want to use scant for gain, because gain is not godliness. It's not saying if you're being blessed, it's not a blessing, but if you're using scant to ascertain gain, destruction is coming for you. You know what I'm saying? We read it. It said it in Leviticus. You know, it ain't gonna be safe for you out here in the land of the Lord. It says to deal justly with a just weight, so that it will be well for you in the land of the Lord. Because if you scheming, you willing to demon, you willing and dealing, somebody gonna come looking for you. Just like in the dope game, just like if somebody find out it's loaded craps in the crap game, in the dice game, in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Somebody find out that you selling fool's gold. Like I gave an example earlier, you charging me for 14 karat gold and 10 karat VVS stones, and you selling me 10 karat and 1 karat moissanite, and you charging me for 40,000, and I find out, brother. Yeah. It's gonna be some smoke in the city, bro. If I pay you 40,000 for something that's only worth 3,000, it's gonna be some smoke in the city. It's gonna be more than some furniture moving. That's why it says so that it would be well with you in the land of the Lord. That's why I said in Proverbs 20 that it is violence among the rich, because they're constantly dealing with one another in scant. Right? All right. So I hope that did that answer your question? Most High in Christ. All right. Anybody else got any other questions before we get into the lesson? I know Sis got a question. What you got? Okay, go ahead. What you got for me?
It was more. It was about the allies.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that conversation?
When you say allies,
alliances.
Okay.
When you were talking about the alliances, I can wait to ask.
No, this is what class is for.
Okay.
Yeah, come on with it.
You remember that conversation?
Remind me.
My question was about white people being a dishonor.
Okay.
And you were speaking.
Oh, we're talking about the vessel of honor, the vessel of dishonor. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and then you were speaking about the consequences, and then them having alliances, and how the Hispanics were an alliance. I was asking you, were the Hispanics considered an alliance to the white people, to the Caucasian race?
Okay.
And you told me no.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe they were an alliance to the Caucasian race.
Okay, explain.
I believe that they were an alliance to the Caucasian race because, from my knowledge, working with them, you know, a lot of ladies and gentlemen that I worked with that were Hispanic and older Hispanics, like around like 80, late 80s, they would tell me that when you check the box to specify your ethnicity, they would check white.
Okay.
So that led me to believe that they were an alliance.
Okay.
Because if you would check another ethnicity, then that's what you are. Okay.
Let me ask you a question. What box do Arab immigrants that have become nationalized as Americans, what box do they check?
Other.
No, they check white.
They check white?
They check white. What box do East Indian immigrants that become nationals, what box do they check for their ethnicity?
They check white as well?
They check white as well.
But that's not, I would think they would check other.
But I'm just telling you what they check.
But that's not too bizarre for them to check white.
Well, it's a reason why they check white. White is not a ethnicity. White is a status, right? Sapar or one y'all, if you could look up black in the Black's Law Dictionary. If you could just type in black in the Black's Law Dictionary, and also one of you type in white in the Black's Law Dictionary. Black is a status. White is a status. It's not about your skin color. It's about diction and terms and legalese, because everything that is done, every person that is nationalized in America is nationalized based off a bond or certificate, right? That's why when you're born, you get a birth certificate. It's a bond to be traded. When you become nationalized as an immigrant, you get a certificate of nationalization in America, because you're going to be a bond to be traded. One of y'all got it?
Black's Law Dictionary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me the 4th edition. Yeah, give me that. Give me that.
Let me see. So it says Black Laws Dictionary, 4th edition, defines legal terms, but doesn't have a standalone definition for the color black as a concept. Rather, it defines legal terms using words like black. The term black is used descriptively in legal context. Let me see. Itself named after founder Henry K. But to donate financial, well-established principles, not as a racial or color-based definition.
Say it again.
Not as a racial or color-based definition in the core dictionary entries. Though racial classifications might appear in specific statutes defined within the dictionary.
Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on, let me see if I have it saved in my phone. I might have the screenshot saved. What you got, Sapar?
There's no single universal, but all
right. Let's see what that says.
Black's Law Dictionary is the most.
No. I want the definition of the word black in the Black's Law Dictionary. Let me go to images. It might just...
Officer Tazadat.
Go ahead, sis.
What I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to add to it is, if it's okay for Hispanics to discriminate, segregate amongst the Black community, the Israelite community, and be forgiven and accepted, why is it not okay for other ethnicities to not?
So when you say forgiven, that's an excellent question, right? Okay, so when you say they're allowed to be forgiven, what is forgiveness for? What is forgiveness? So like, okay, so we're talking about forgiveness, and of course we're talking about from a biblical standpoint, right? So forgiveness, when you ask for forgiveness from God, what are you asking forgiveness from God from? I'm sorry?
I'm not understanding.
Okay. To need forgiveness means you would have had to do what?
To commit a sin? To
commit a sin, right? Do you know what sin is according to the Bible?
I don't.
You want to somebody give me that in 1 Peter? Give me the definition of sin. I think it's what, 1 Peter 3:8?
An unlawful action against another.
That's very close. That's very close. We're gonna give you the actual biblical definition. Is it what is it? 1 Peter what? 3. No, it's I got you. That's what I want. Oh, 1 John. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm saying 1 Peter. 1 John. Go ahead. If you got it, go ahead and read it, Sapar.
1 John chapter 3, verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Right. So sin is transgression of the law. So in order for you to sin, you would have to first be given the law. So the law was only given to the children of Israel. The law wasn't given to the Edomites, right? Or the children of Esau, right? Which are white people. The law was only given to blacks, his so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? So Hispanics can be forgiven because they were given the law. White people weren't given the law, so they can't sin. You kind of get what I'm saying? Right.
Yes.
So just no difference if, let's say, for instance, you and your sister get into an argument and she piss you off. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go at it. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, F you, no F you, no F you, no F you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to talk to you either. Bye, bye. You know what I'm saying? And y'all go y'all separate ways or whatever. And then she come back and say, sis, you know, things got a little bit heated. You know what I'm saying? I said some words that I didn't mean. You know, can you find it in your heart to forgive me? You know, you'd be like, yeah, sis, I forgive you. Versus some stranger coming up to you off of the street and be like, hey, sis, how you doing? You'd be like, sis, who the hell are you? Well, I mean, I know you don't know me. I just want you to forgive me. Forgive you for what? I don't know you. That forgiveness doesn't pertain to them because you don't know them. God does not know them. Give me that. What is that? You only have I known. Yeah, give me that Nameless.
May I say something?
No sweat. Give me 1 second. Read what you got.
It's the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear the word that the Lord had spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
Oh, who?
O children of Israel.
Not Esau, not Canaan, not Japheth, not Ammon, not Moab, you know what I'm saying? Not the Greeks, not the Romans. O children of Israel. Read.
Against the whole family.
Against who?
The whole family.
So that's so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Read.
Which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, verse 2, you only have I known.
Say it again.
You only have I known.
One more time.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why it's a commonality in the condition of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans across the world. The neighborhood conditions. Remember, I told you the same way it is in Chicago is the same way it is in the Caribbeans. The same way it is in the Caribbeans is the same way it is in Miami. It's the same way it is in the UK. Because it's built like that by design. It's the same way like that on the reservations. Because we're the same people. We are not political. We are POWs. We are prisoners of war. That's why you're not allowed to speak your native tongue. That's why you don't know who you really are. Because Mexicans is a name that was given to them by the Spaniards. Right. You understand? Like the language that they speak, is Spanish. That comes from Spain. Right? Our brothers in Brazil, they speak Portuguese. They're not from Portugal. Right. You speak English. You're not from England. You speak the language of your oppressor because you're in slavery. They're literally in the same condition that we're in. They don't speak their national tongue. They speak the tongue of their oppressor, and their oppressor is white. Doesn't matter if you're in Mexico, the Spaniards are white. Doesn't matter if you're in Brazil, the Portuguese are white. It doesn't matter if you're in America, the English are white. It doesn't matter if you're in the Caribbean, right? Because their patois, right, is a mix of English and Dutch. You know what I'm saying? Both of them are white. It doesn't matter If you're in Haiti, they speak Creole because their oppressor was the French. They're white. We have all been enslaved under one family because we're the same family. We've been enslaved under different tribes of the same family. And the same way that you were, like the example that I gave, that you were angry at your sister because y'all are in disagreements and y'all getting arguments, the same way that blacks and Hispanics are at odds in our own hood because we're in the same neighborhood. Because I grew up here in Houston, right? So I grew up over there in Broadville South, which is on the cusp of Mo City, right there where Broadville South, Ridgemont 4 is, Chasewood and all of that is Mayfair Park. It's in the same area. That's where all the Hispanics live. Majority of my friends growing up in elementary school, a lot of them were Hispanic. Hell, me and Amathia, we this in the school here in Houston. I've known this since the 3rd grade. It's my childhood best friend. We were a trio. You know what I'm saying? The other person was Brian Lopez, right? Which is our partner. We was like this all the way up until 8th grade. And then me and Amathia, we went to Willow Ridge High School. Brian went to Elkins. Because he wasn't around his boys, he started hanging around white people. And he started adopting their ideology. Then one day we was hanging with him. He brought this white boy around that was racist. And he took his side in the argument. We cut him off. But that's still our brother. We still love him. His mama still called me to this day. I know his family like this. That's still my people. And if he called me, I still call him. I still love him. But just because me and my brother have a disagreement, sometimes you got to cut your family off for them to learn their lesson. But just like the prodigal son, once they learn their lesson, they come to you and ask you for forgiveness. Do you turn your back to them? No. Because just like your sister, that's your family. They going through the literal same thing that we're going through. And now the roles is reversed with the ICE situation. They got slave catchers going after our people, ICE agents. It is for us to come to their defense like they came for ours when we were running away from slavery. The Native Americans and the Hispanics saved us. That's why it's a lot of people in Mexico that look just like you. Because there was a freedman town there. There's also a Seminole village there of freed slaves. So just like Commanding General YAHANNA says, when he goes in the barrios, yeah, it's Hispanic brethren that don't like him. But once he comes to them with a cheerful spirit, like he's their brother, they immediately open up. It's no difference from when you see a random brother walking up on you about to talk to you. You not just open arms to him. You standoffish to him. That's just how we are because we live in a constant state of PTSD because we're in trauma. We don't know how to love. We just know how to hate because we have the spirit of our father, the devil, which is the white man. And you had something else you wanted to say. Go ahead.
You answered it.
Okay. What was it? If you don't mind me asking.
I can't even remember.
Okay. Most High in Christ. Most High, get a Lord ahead. All right. So hold on. Somebody made a comment inside. This was Isaac Charo. He says, my birth certificate says white. Back then, they didn't have many options to choose from. Not until 30 years ago did they start putting a box there for the Hispanics. Slavery just ended 150 years ago. Excellent point. Okay. Excellent point. Go ahead. You have something you want to say?
Yes. Do you think, okay, so responding to that, saying that they didn't have many options for...
Yeah, it was white and black on the census. It wasn't Hispanic on there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you also think that they just wanted to get the benefits of being Caucasian at that time?
Can I ask you a question to answer your question?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna make a statement, then I'm gonna ask you a question. So, both sides of the women in my family, my mother's side and my dad's mother's side, are both Creole. When I say my grandmother, both my grandmothers can pass, both of them. You know what I'm saying? And in a lot of situations, they did to reap the benefits, right? So if in order for my children to have a better way of life, and I can get away with looking a certain way so that they can benefit from it, and I don't know any better, but I know the best thing to do is for me to provide for my family, would you do it?
No.
You wouldn't do it.
No. Because I would think that they would come with me, because I think everything is spiritual. So I would think that if you go into doing something like that in that time period where people are being lynched, when a lot of like horrendous things are happening, and you're going into something where you're passing as something else,
Mm-hmm.
I think you're opening the door to inviting other things to come in, things that you cannot see.
I 100%.
Unseen things.
I 100% agree with you, and I'm going to tell you, you're a lot wiser than our ancestors, because my grandmother, my dad's mother, she did what she had to do to provide for her family, because she raised all of my dad's brothers by herself. All of my uncles, all of my dad's brothers were raised up in a broken home. In section of twos, Shaw in LA had a father. You know what I'm saying? And my dad and his brother, Uncle Emmett, they had a different father. You understand? And she did what she did to take care of her kids, right? And a lot of our family members in Louisiana that are Creole that can pass for white did the exact same thing. They passed for white. They had a whole movie about a little girl that thought she was white and went to a white elementary school, and she knew her mother was a black slave woman. And when her mother came to visit her in elementary school, she acted like that wasn't her mother, because she wanted the benefit of being white. A lot of our people have done that. Yeah. It's because, like the scripture says, they have a zeal, is just not according to knowledge. Right? Because Israel, as the scripture says, is a speckled bird. We come in many shades. We come as fair as that damn light to as dark as this table. You understand? We are a speckled bird, right? But we're all on the same feathers of the same bird, Israel, right? So it's not, it is our fault, but our parents and our grandparents are victim to circumstances of the sins of our ancestors. Our knowledge was stripped from us because of our sin. And just like back then, you had the aristocracy, which was the Pharisees and Sadducees. They wanted to go along and get along with the Greeks and the Romans so that they could have a better way of life, since the temple was destroyed, Jerusalem was sacked, we didn't have a homeland again, so that they wanted to get in good with who is in power. No different from your Cardi B's, no different from your Jay-Z's, no different from your Beyonce's. You know what I'm saying? No different from what's your girl that be debating that got a white husband? No different from Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? No difference from Serena Williams. No different from Eve.
Cornell West.
No different from Cornell West. You know what I'm saying? No different from who else? Blake Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Blake Griffin is 2 generations of black men marrying white women to the point to where his child look white, but it's a black man.
Right.
His hair laid to the side. Ain't no kink in his hair, and he got blue eyes, but he a nigga.
Right.
But his father married a white woman, and Blake Griffin married a white woman, and his child looks white, but he's a black man, right? But it is because we have been destroyed. This is why we were not supposed to mix with them, because it would turn your heart from serving the Lord. And we're destroyed for it, right? Let's see, somebody else made a comment. Hold on. Dang, y'all been commenting. Hold on. All right, the same brother said, if you were an 8% black, you had to put black. Other than that, you were considered white. Yeah, that's at 3/5. Someone said the states, they encourage anyone black descent to not select black or African American. My father became a citizen in 1973 from Kingston. My maternal grandpa was from Haiti. Let's see. And then they kept typing. Let's see. They encourage them to select anything but black, even when they are black. I have family from Haiti and Jamaica, and they are as black as night. And they encourage them to select anything other than black, because black is not a race or an ethnicity. It is a status, right? White is a status, and it comes with privileges, right? And people that are immigrants that migrate to America, they teach them this. There's also why they show them. Not one of my closest friends in college, O.C. Olasanya, you know what I'm saying? He is a Hamite, but that's my partner. He took care of me when I was homeless in college. When I was writing my thesis my senior year in college, I slept on the sofa. I call him brother to this day, even though we from different nations, because he looked out for me. He took care of me. You know what I'm saying? Now, are all of them like that? No. You know what I'm saying? But he told me when he came over here, he got a student visa to come to America. His first time coming to America was going to Southern University. And he had a culture shock because what they portrayed to him when he was going through his citizen classes of what black people are and what he experienced at Southern was completely different. They visualize us as thugs, hoes, prostitutes, and drug addicts. That is a depiction they put of us around the world. So when people come here, they don't do business with us, right? And you just saw the sister just told you. You know what I'm saying? Her family, they from Jamaica and Haiti, and they black as the night is black as this table. And they encourage them to select anything nationalization other than black. They would rather you pick other and then type in what you are than put black. Because black is a status. Black is a it is a slave code. And I wish I could find my I thought I had my screenshots. You found it for the Black's Law? Go ahead. What you got?
In the Black Laws Dictionary, 4th edition, black or Negro is discussed.
Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
Right, is discussed in the context of a person's legal condition or status, often with reference to miscegenation statutes and racial classifications prevalent at the time of the edition's publication.
Let me see. Hold on. Here we go. I think I got it. Negro. The word Negro mean a black man, one descended from an African race, and does not commonly include mulatto. But the laws of different states not unified in his respect, some including the notion of Negro, see color. That's what it is. I need to go to color. But basically, what it's going to say is going to say not human, not a person, devoid of human rights, a monster. That's what it's going to say, right? I'll bring my Black's Law Dictionary up here next week and I'll go through it. But that's what being black means, that you're not human, that you're a monster, right? That's also where the term person of interest comes from, right? When they call you a suspect, they say person of interest because a person is not a human. So they don't have to treat you civilly. They can treat you like a wolf that they see out trying to patronize their livestock. They kill it dead. And that's how they treat black people. Because I've never seen a Chinese man gunned down by the police in America. I've never seen a Japanese man gunned down by the police in America. I've never seen an East Indian, an African. I've never seen a Frenchman. I've never seen a Russian. I've never seen a Cambodian. I've never seen an Arab gunned down by the police in America. But you know who I constantly see gunned down by police in America on TV? Black people. So-called African Americans. You have something you want to say? Look like it.
I just wanted to know who came up with that definition.
The oppressor.
The oppressor?
Yeah, the white man.
Because from my understanding of the Bible, that's not how God described black people, melanated people.
At all. At all. We're the children of God in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, who are these people so nigh unto the Lord that that the Lord would give them his wisdom. But the reason why that they don't look at us like that is because we don't carry ourselves like that anymore. We're more violent towards one another, i.e. the example that you gave, the experience, you being raised, because I'm gonna assume y'all live in like what, in the Pasadena area, huh? Oh, that's La Raza. That's La Raza right there. You know what I'm saying? And you're saying that you've experienced discrimination from Hispanics, you know, but when they come here, they're told not to deal with black people. Just like Jamaicans. Jamaicans is our people too. You know, you see a Jamaican, you be like, brethren. They be like, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But when they get here, they're told not to hang around black people. Same thing with Haitians. Same thing with every nationality. It isn't until they get to know us and they live amongst it. And what's crazy is they tell them not to deal with us, but what neighborhood do they put them in? Ours. You want to know why? Because we're the same damn people. Right. Exactly. Because they know it's only live where we at. It is. The Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor, you know, that they go to Cabo. They go to St. Lucia's. They go to Cancun. They go to Belize. They go to the Caribbeans. You know what I'm saying? They go to Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? They want to be where we at because we got the music, we got the food, we got the entertainment. Don't nobody dance like us. Don't nobody women look like ours. They hate us because they have to deal with us. They hate us because no matter how far they dig in the earth, they gonna see us. Every artifact they pull out of the ground is a nigga with a broad nose and some kinky hair. It don't matter if it's loose curl or tight curl. It's us. And when I say a nigga, I'm talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because we all got broad noses. All of us. You know what I'm saying? So this is why they hate you. Right? And this is why they divide you, because if we ever came together, we would be unstoppable. They would have you believe that. Matter of fact, somebody look up what is the percentage? I need a combination of these percentages. Somebody give me the percentage of black people in America. I want that percentage. Somebody give me the percentage of Hispanics in America. I need that percentage. Somebody give me the percentage of Caribbean people in America. I need that percentage. And then I need someone to give me the percentage of Native Americans in America, and I need that percentage. So first, give me the black percentage. Somebody give me that number.
13.7.
All right, 13.7. Now somebody give me the Hispanic percentage in America. Whoever got it.
20%.
Woo, that number getting high. That's 20. Now somebody give me the Caribbean percentage in America.
$10.
Okay, so that's 10. Now somebody give me the Native American percentage in America. 12.5. Ask me what percentage of that is of America. That is 56.2% of America. That's us. Now somebody give me the percentage of white people in America. Somebody look that up. It's all right. But somebody give me the percentage of white people in America.
59.5.
Right. So that wouldn't really make us much of a minority now, would it?
59.8. I'm sorry. 59.8.
So they 59.8, we would be 56.2. That means we half and half in this hole. Salakia. And they know it. That's why they don't want you to come together as a people. That's why when people that they know that is your people come over here, don't you get with them black people over there. They hate you. They're going to rob you. They're going to steal from you. They're drug addicts, right? Don't you hang out with those Hispanics in the barrio. Because if we came together and we said that we're one nation, which we are, we make up 56.2. They make up 59. In actuality, we really 50-50. So that means we go to war. It's a different type of civil war in America. They might take some serious L's. Go ahead, sis. You got to take the mic.
That's why they was having everybody else put them under, label them as white.
Exactly. For the census purposes.
For the census
and I guarantee you it's a higher percentage of Hispanics in that because some of them put down white.
Mm-hmm.
Right. White people are really the minority. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
My boy Quadash, he said, if I may, sir, people are different colors. Hosea 7 and 8, it says, Ephraim, he hath mixed himself amongst the people. Ephraim is a cake not turned. That's right. Excellent, brother. Excellent. You know what I'm saying? So this is what you have to understand. This is why they have us separated. Because if we would come together, we would be a force unstoppable. Black people alone in America have $1 trillion buying power.
Right. They paid them to be at odds with us to keep us from coming together.
So if the black dollar, the Caribbean dollar, the Hispanic dollar, and the Native American dollar came together, we would take over the country. They would really take it back to slavery days. They would have to re-enslave us and they would have to go to war with us and they would have to do to us what they did in Tulsa, Oklahoma and Black Wall Street. Right. Because we would be unstoppable. And this is why it says, come out of her, my people, and be not partakers of her plagues. And right now, we are consistently being destroyed because we want to be multicultural instead of being monocultural. having a single eye amongst our people. So when you come across your brother, when you come across your sister, you understand? It don't matter if they Hispanic, if they Black, if they Caribbean, if they Native American. When they come at you at odds, ask them, how's your day going? You okay? Hermano, you hungry? Shoot, I got. Let's break bread real quick. Cause you know, just like Sneak's commercial, you're not the same when you're hungry. You know what I'm saying? And no, and matter of fact, give me that scripture. Give me what I want. Dang, I ain't even get to my talking points. That's crazy. It's all good. These are good questions. I know it's in Proverbs. Bro, you already know where I'm going. Go to Proverbs 25. And I think it's 25 and 21. Let me go there real quick. Proverbs 25. Yep, that's it. In Proverbs 25 and 21.
This is Book of Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 21. It reads, if thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat.
Say it again.
If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat.
In our community, we have been relegated as enemies. It's Bloods and Crips against MS-13.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the cartel against the Black Mafia family. You know what I'm saying? It's the GDs and Vice Lords against the Latin Kings. You know what I'm saying? But if you break bread with your enemy, you understand, it takes their guard down, right? It says if your enemy is hungry, feed him, right? And this is in context. It's talking about your people, right? Keep reading.
And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink.
Right.
Verse 22. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and the Lord shall reward thee.
So what does that mean? What does it mean when it says when you feed your enemy and you give them food to drink, it's going to be like reaping coals of hot fire on their head? What does that mean? Anybody? Anybody take a stab at it? You 5,000. You don't count. Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Can you repeat it?
Okay, so the scripture says, if thy enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat.
In segments.
And if he be thirsty, give him water to drink, for thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head. What does it mean when it says you'll be reaping coals of fire on his head by giving him food and water to drink, and he's your enemy?
Okay, so coals of fire. Coals of fire. Black coal?
Just coals of fire.
Coals of fire.
I mean, coals of fire, I mean, you're going to burn somebody. Yeah,
It's
so
gonna
like,
be
if somebody take a barbecue pit and dump it on your head with hot coals on it, what you got?
I don't know.
Sister Rose, let's see what she got.
Is it kind of like putting his feet to the fire, like making him check the way he is?
Think of it like you got something. You had your hand up, Sapar. One of y'all are gonna get it. You give it a try, sis. You try. Go ahead, sis.
Well, I guess like confusing him. He's getting confused.
She closer to it. She closer to it. It's gonna be confusing. And what was gonna be your modernization of one, y'all?
The term "kill him with kindness."
That's what I was saying.
Now, but why is it killing them with kindness? Because they expecting what?
Because they're expecting you to be.
They expecting hate.
They expecting hate.
So they gonna be like, bro, I tried to kill this nigga the other day, and this nigga just offered me a bowl of spaghetti. It gotta be poison in there, bro. It got to be poison in that hole, bro. Man, I just stole from this nigga stole yesterday. And this Negro trying to give me stuff to put food in my house and give it, bro. I don't know some up. Like, bro, why you doing this? Like, bro, I just did you bad the other day, bro. Like, bro, like, is it war? Like, tell me, bro. Because they discombobulated. What you got, one y'all?
It was sort of like when Saul was hunting King David in a sense. Proverbs 16, chapter 7. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Straight up. It's this this corner store dude in Chicago that I follow. It's this Arab dude. You know what I'm saying? And all the shorties from around the way come in the store, and he be making practical jokes with him and stuff like that. And every so often, it's a dude that come in there that be on 10. But because he shows so much love in the hood, whenever somebody coming in on 10, one of the niggas around the way stand up for him. Because when you do righteous things, even your enemies will be at peace with you. Because the people in the hood back him because he show love to the hood. That's why drug dealers give away turkeys during Thanksgiving. Because even though all the sin and evil they do in the neighborhood, it's all washed away because on major holidays. On Thanksgiving, they give away turkeys. Christmas, they give away presents in the hood. And back to school, they give away backpacks and stuff like that, you know, with stuff in it for the kids. They have back to school things for them, even though they destroying the community. Right. But when the major events happen, all they remember, well, he gave my kids some Jordans for school. You know, he gave me some money so I can give my kids some presents for Christmas. I didn't have nothing to feed my family for Thanksgiving. He gave me a turkey. You know what I'm saying? It'll make even the people that you are destroying that really hate you be at peace with you. Right? So it's the same thing with us. We have to take that mindset amongst us. We have to be willing to fight for us. We have to kill our people with kindness. You know, whenever I come across a brother and I be like, hey, bro, what's going on? I'm like, man, what's good? Be like, hey, bro, you straight? How was your day today, bro? Right. Man, why you asking me how my day was? I mean, bro, you seem pretty ag, bro. I mean, bro, it ain't none of your business. Like, no sweat. I go in the store. Hey, bro, I just I was in the store, man. They had a 6-piece special, bro. Shit, here yours. Have a good one, bro. Like, man, hey. He trying to weigh me down. I'm good, bro. I'll let you. Yeah, then next time I see him, hey, what's good, OG? Right. What's good, school? But it's that act of kindness, showing them that it's actually somebody out here that care about them, that's thinking about them, that considers them. Like, nigga, I know why you out here standing in front of the corner store on the corner, nigga. You either selling or you jugging. One or the other. Either or is because you in poverty. You know what I'm saying? You out here taking penitentiary chances because you don't have no opportunities or no one gave you an opportunity. That's why Christ said we are to be fishers of men. And that's how we got to be with each other. Hispanics fish blacks, blacks fish Hispanics, and we gonna fish the natives. Because all we have is each other. We are literally in the same condition. We are all prisoners of war. You don't have a land to go back to because it is seeded by corrupt regimes that are backed by political powers and principalities. That's why Trump is able to go in Venezuela and kidnap the president and his wife.
That's crazy.
Not only did he take the president, he took his wife. I want you to have company in Guantanamo Bay while I'm torturing you. You have somebody console you while I'm pulling out your fingernails and your toenails. Somebody console you after each time I waterboard you. To rub your back and say, it's okay, baby. You know, you got to be a cold SOB to not only kidnap a man, you kidnap a man and his wife, huh? Trump is a gangster. They call us thugs. Now that's a thug. He kidnapped the president of a country and his wife, and it's been broadcast all over the world. And the Colombian president said, this is an act of war. He told the Colombian president on Twitter, you next. He said it on Twitter. He told the Colombian president, you next. That's gangster. That is thuggery. This is why we say that the oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. It don't got nothing to do with him being white. It just so happens that he is white. He could have been orange. We could say the orange man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? It don't got nothing to do with skin color. It has 100% to do with the actions. And you have to remember that. This is not about skin color. This is not racism. This is about judgment. This is about justice. This is about leveling the playing field. This is about giving us our own land back. You don't have a land to leave from here to go and be at peace amongst your people. It took me the first time that I saw black police officers, black doctors, total black business owners, nothing but black Michelin star restaurants, is when I went to Cape Town, South Africa. It's the first time it's a culture shock, and they not even our people. They let you know that we're not the same people. When I went there, the whole time I was there, they was calling me Oida. It's like, what the hell is Oida? When I would go into the mall, hey Oida, check this out. You know what I'm saying? When I'll be down there by the Lion Head Mountain. It's a mountain that literally looks like a lion looking up to the sky. Probably one of the most beautiful things that I've seen. It's a part of Tabletop Mountain, which is one of the 9 wonders of the world. You know, and I'm down there by the merchants. They like, Oida, come check this out. And finally, I was at this. I was like, hey man, can I ask you a question? And he's like, yeah, what's going on? I mean, everywhere I go, they calling me Oida. You know what I'm saying? Like what is that? Is that like? Because I'm thinking like it's like something like Akata. Akata mean that's when Africans. That's how Africans call you. That's what a cotton picker is. You know what I'm saying? When they call you Akata, it's a slur. It means you a cotton picker. Right. So I'm thinking it's something like that. And he was like, oh, Oida, you Judah. See, they know who we are. We don't. We just don't know who we are. I'm in Cape Town, South Africa. You understand? And they calling me Judah, which is Oida in their tongue. You know what I'm saying? So we have to get back to our culture. We got to be on code. And if we was on code, we would be 56.2 instead of 13 or 12.5 or 10. You know what I'm saying? Or 12. The country would be straight down the middle. And if we really being honest, a lot of that white percentage is due to Hispanics, as Sis said, marking down as white. So they numbers is probably really 30%.
Right.
So they're actually the minority in this country. if you put all of Israel together, they're the minority. And it was actually cool to actually claim your nationality and be an Israelite, that would be like 30%, 25, 27.695, somewhere around there. You know what I'm saying? So that lets you know, even in the land, it's just like when we were in Egypt, why they wanted to kill off the sons, because we were growing too mass in number. Their birth rates is diminishing while blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is skyrocketing. They're projecting by 2065 that America will be a diverse nation of people of color. There will be no more white people because their birth rates are dwindling and their children are marrying people of color. They're either marrying Hispanics, black people, Africans, East Indians. You know what I'm saying? That white people are going to be extinct after a while in America. That's why Trump was and Elon Musk was pushing for all of these white people to come here, Ukrainians to come here, to boost the number of white people here because their birth rates are low. They're about to be extinct in the world. Right. Put another 100 years of us being here, they're going to be gone. Just like the scripture said, that they will be utterly laid to waste. This is prophecy. They can't run from this. I came across a video. What time is it? It's the last thing before we get up out of here. I'll regale y'all this. I came across a video. It was a dude that worked for the CIA. This video was made in 1995. They have a black ops operation that's called Operation Looking Glass, right? In Operation Looking Glass, they developed a machine that could see into the future, right? And no matter what they changed past a certain date, all things led to the same future. Now, he said that, you know, I was only able to look at the data and analyze the data and see if the data could be changed. And based off of the mathematical data, no matter what, it came down to this zero event, this singular event. No matter how they changed, once they made it past a certain date in history, and that date was 2012, that all timelines converge on one event. And he said he don't know if it's an extinction level event or Christ coming back. But either way, this is a white man that said this, that worked for the CIA. He said, but either or, it's the same damn thing. But he said, no matter what they do, past a certain timeline, all variables converge on one event. So that's why you see all of these white people acting the way they acting now, because they have the mindset, if I can't have it, nobody can. I'd rather destroy this entire world than to see some niggas, spicks, and savages ruling it, and I'm their slave. That's what's going to happen. Because it's justice. You can't avoid it. You reap what you sow. Harvest is coming. And the tares will be separated from the wheat. And the tares, as the scriptures say, will be bundled up and thrown in the fire. It is what it is. It's not personal. It's business. It's biblical. As Sapar pulled out earlier, it's a just balance. It's a just balance. That's, you know what? I need somebody make me that shirt. I need that shirt made. You know what I'm saying? I need a shirt that says it ain't personal, it's a just balance. I need that on the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It ain't, it's just business. It's just a just balance. You know what I'm saying? So That's the mindset that you gotta have when you dealing with your people. They just have a zeal. It's just they got the wrong enemy. They think they people is their enemy. You know what I'm saying? The people, the reason why they mad is who's sending ICE in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But it's nothing more beautiful than seeing those videos when them ICE agents come in the hood and black people blocking them off. You know what I'm saying? Black people creating roadblocks with their cars. You know what I'm saying? My favorite one is when they was chasing a Hispanic dude. A brother got off his bike, held it to the side for the SA to take off on the bike, and they couldn't catch him. Right. That's how we gotta be, because that's how they were with us during slavery. We gotta be the strong defense for our brethren, our hermanos, our hermanas, our canalitos, our canals, our canales. You know what I'm saying? And it's orale la raza. You know what I'm saying? That's how we gotta be. You have to be the change that you want to see in the world. You want them to treat you different, treat them different. Bottom line. And it works every time. You know how it works? Because it works with your people when they got a bad attitude. You hungry? Let's go get some food. Whole attitude completely changed. You know what I'm saying? So with that, we're going to say Amajim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. We're going to face east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer first in Hebrew, then in English. Repeat after me. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malak with Ka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanaw, Wacham, Call, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawak now, Kasalak now, Kabawak you now, Wala'ah, Tabia now, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'Allah, Wahata Para, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. Sar, turn and face the front. Gonna give a courtesy salute to the brothers and to the sisters. Been a visual. Mighty Shabbat. Majus. Rock. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Brakatah. Yadi Matah. Sar, turn and face the sisters. Been a visual. Mighty Shabbat. Majus. Rock. Yahweh Shamar Thah Ba'ashem Yahushua. Go ahead and try and say it, sis.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shamar.
Ba'ashem. Most High in Christ. Yadi Matah, dismiss.